Hey.
Yep.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
What show is this?
This RNDM after 2 weeks when we said we was going to do it every week.
Do we have a number?
This
or
is...
did we just lose track?
This is 9 right here. I thought it was 10 last episode, but it was 8. So
RNDM cuts
9.
Number 9.
9.
Is this official or are we just bullshitting? Like, is that the actual count?
Yeah, no, nigga, I know. Nigga, you don't know. I do, nigga.
I mean, that's why I'm asking. I gotta ask.
It's 9, nigga.
All right, so that's what we're going with.
Okay, I guess I'm not believed around here on my own fucking show.
I thought it was our show, man.
I mean, of course, it's me saying it's mine don't mean it's not yours.
So, I mean, I got to be informed on these type of things, on the number count, because,
you don't fucking check. You can just...
I mean, how would I check?
RNDM cuts at YouTube.com.
See, and there you go. I just set you up for the plug. I know what I'm doing here. Let me take the wheel here.
I take it.
2 weeks after we said we would be back every week, we are back this week.
Yeah,
And it is R&DM cuts for today. What do we got on the agenda today? What album?
TJ. Fraudulent Activity.
TJ, X6, 6 times. Bro, 6.
Stop, man.
I think this is going the way of like the GIF argument. I think it's going to be
Bro, it's not TJ. I mean, it's not TJ times 6. I've heard him say it, nigga. Like, that's it.
Yeah, but he also said cheese steak Philly or whatever the hell. So he might be.
But I think we can trust him on his name a little bit more.
Can we?
I think so.
He's a scammer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, it's dramatic music played for the obvious. Am I revealing something? TJ?
Nah, I mean,
TJ like, 6 time. Detroit rapper.
Yeah.
Scammer. Got no chops.
He's pretty popular in my city, in our city right now, Milwaukee.
So we're gonna be talking about him. Most notably, I think Fraudulent.
He's popping everywhere, really.
He's bubbling, but
niggas love him here because they like that. Like they, Milwaukee love that Detroit sound.
Yeah. We listened to Fraudulent Activity. I don't know the exact timeline of his discography because it's just like I feel like a lot of this shit is splashed on SoundCloud. You got some different albums on Spotify. I'm assuming that's the case for Apple too. There's tracks missing that are like on Spotify versions. Like there will be a track missing. I'm guessing they probably didn't get a clearance for whatever sample or whatever was in that. So his discography is scattered here and there. So I'm not sure on the exact timeline. So Fraudulent Activity. We'll be going over that. But first, let's get into, I guess, some news from the past few weeks.
Current events. Or whatever.
Just to get it out the way. Because, this is the podcast for constant 6ix9ine watch. Not really. I mean, some people are going over way more in-depth than we are. But,
I mean... You really the 6ix9ine, the on-set 6ix9ine correspondent.
Well, yeah, because you don't check. You're too busy
editing the podcast,
checking those podcast numbers. So the latest with that is he got a $10 million record contract or offer that he signed with some management that used to manage him, I guess. I'm not sure on the name of the management, but it probably doesn't matter. So
he really planned to come out and...
So he's setting himself up to come out $10 million thing. He thinks that he's going to have a music career.
I mean...
And a successful one.
I think shows are kind of out of the question unless, somehow, some way they just have,
I mean, maybe he'll...
fucking army outside and they scanning everything and everybody... But it's
maybe he'll embrace the whole police thing now. I mean, what does he have to prove?
Yeah, now he just he
there's nothing to prove.
He's gonna take the I was a victim angle.
Well, no, I feel like there's nothing. I mean, yeah. I mean, ultimately, I think he had to do what he had to do.
Guys. I just want to reach out to my community and do better because of the situation.
I don't know what the content of the music will be, but I'm thinking that maybe he just embraces it because you already are perceived to be one way because of what you factually have done.
Yeah.
So why not just be like, fuck it, police presence? I mean, if people are still willing to show up to your things and be like, we don't care, the music is the only thing we care about, then
I didn't think the
roll with
music
the cops, bro.
I didn't think the music was that fucking good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, people like attached to it. I mean, he was doing numbers.
I guess so. I mean,
So I mean, if people
but I
are
don't know
still,
you think 6ix9ine really got like super fans where they like it's people that love 6ix9ine. Of course, there's probably a few people like that, but I don't know if he the type of nigga that garnered the audience of like, you know, super dedicated fans like a guy like XXXTentacion or, you know, anybody like that. He seemed like he was just more of a spectacle for the world to look at, and he had some songs that people could kind of, you know, groove to or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's anybody that really is like, you know, rocking a 6ix9ine shirt. They dyed their hair because of 6ix9ine, other than like a joke or some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know. The debates come from somewhere, and there are some. That's why people are talking about it, because there are people who, I guess, would still be 6ix9ine supporters after all this. They don't care. It's just about the music. My question is,
who in the music business would want to really mess with him? I mean, it's probably, you know, the music business in the streets.
Well, Aaron Carter does.
The music, of course he does, because Aaron Carter wants any fucking type of attention possible. I mean, I can't blame him for it. Go ahead, get your thing.
So maybe they can get a joint thing going, but I mean, I don't know who exactly, as far as the industry side, would want to get on a track or feature,
especially
with
like any like real rappers. Like he probably had to fuck with like people outside of rap who really don't, you know what I'm saying, subscribe to those rules of being like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But
or I mean, whether you subscribe to the rules or not, I don't know. I think it still just looks bad when you stand next to that person, given the public perception.
I believe
of them.
so.
I think
it
would turn people against you in a negative way.
I think some people is always gonna be down for anything, especially if it's a bag on the table. You know what I'm saying? So,
and how big of a bag do you think? I mean, he has the $10 million.
It all depends on how big of a bag that person values.
Well, no, I'm saying he has the $10 million thing on the table. How big do you think he will be if he comes out and drops a new album? Like,
it would be.
You think it'll be?
It would be news, just like his court case was news, just like him getting arrested.
Do you think it'll do numbers? I mean, streaming. I think people are.
Yes, people are going to listen to it.
So this will be a successful album coming out.
Yes.
After the snitching.
Yes, streaming wise, I think 6ix9ine can still do numbers, especially if, you know, things keep changing. Like, you know, at a point 6ix9ine was the megastar. He was doing all this with Nicki. He was in Beef. He was in I'm Not Checking In, Coming to Nobody's City. And then it turned into the court case. Like, this is like 6ix9ine phase 2, really. And then if something else happened, let's say he go ahead and do take that victim angle, nigga, that'd be 6ix9ine phase 3. This nigga born again. Let's say this nigga come out born again Christian. Nigga, like, I don't know what the fuck he gonna do. Like he 6ix9ine phase 3 is coming just like on some MCU shit.
Okay, so everybody, let's say he drops an album, everybody takes to it. It's a big, massive hit, and it's just a bunch of.
I'm not sure if everybody gonna take to it necessarily, but it's going to be streamed because nigga, we talking about shit that's not even music.
Oh, so you think people will be there hate streaming it too?
Yes, bro. He's still, even niggas who like fuck 6ix9ine, this and that, they'll probably still go stream that shit because even though they, you know what I'm saying, it's just such a spectacle right now. That's really what it is. It's just such a spectacle, and everybody want to have something to weigh in on it. We gotta have content for the podcast. Everybody want to, you know what I'm saying, hip hop news, especially shit like this that's unprecedented. A nigga snitching, going to jail, coming out, and then doing big numbers, because nigga, he gonna do big numbers. If he come out and let's say a 6ix9ine, let's say we do the podcast and then I get back on my phone and be like, oh, 6ix9ine dropped a new single, click, nigga, and you know how many other millions of people are gonna do that because nigga, this is one of the hottest hip hop stories for the past year or two.
So if that is the case, where do you go from there? How long do you think it lasts?
I don't know. That's what I just said. Like this nigga, like I said.
Do you think there's problems to last in power? Like it's a spectacle. Yes, it could be a spectacle of the moment, but will it be carry him to a successful career?
That's the thing that I thought about already. But nigga, like I said, if shit keep changing, if shit keep, you know what I'm saying, if he keep doing stuff, you know what I'm saying, if 6ix9ine keeps updating the culture with his activities, and if they interested in, you know what I'm saying, I mean, because what. I think everything he do from this point on is gonna be interesting.
I wonder what he's gonna say. Like, what can you say after all this? What music do you come out with after all this?
And see, that's the thing.
And the deal
however
was
he handles it. I think is gonna determine how long is this gonna last. Because I mean, like I said, this nigga could come out born again Christian, and now he trying to, you know what I'm saying, do some shit with that. He trying to do a song with Lecrae or some shit.
Well,
now.
the deal was that he had,
then he back over there with Unwild AA and shit.
The $10 million record deal was for 2 albums, and it was for 1 album in English, which I'm guessing would be the rap one, and 1 in Spanish. So maybe his best move is to go over into the into the Spanish market and still hold that down. Do they? I mean, I'm assuming they probably have some of the same feelings towards snitching. But I mean, I heard Unwild AA say he won't do he won't do a track with him because he snitched, and he doesn't condone snitching. So I don't know where it goes from here. I don't know how long it lasts. It'll be interesting to follow. Apparently 50 Cent was already trying to make a movie about the situation. Apparently a documentary was already made with input from academics and somebody. I think that was the 50 Cent. I don't know I think the 50 Cent thing was a documentary that's about to come out.
It gotta be some shit going on because it's too much money involved, bro. Like, it's too much money involved. And then 50 already been, on his movie, TV shit for the longest. He really at his peak right now with Power. So, nigga, you think nigga...
So
it's just like the streaming shit, bro. People are going to pay attention because it's a fucking spectacle and it's unprecedented. Like, there is zero that has happened in hip-hop. I mean, at least to my knowledge as a 19-year-old, that has ever happened like this before.
Do you think he does an interview when he comes out, like some Breakfast Club shit,
nigga,
or like a tell-all?
Whoever get that interview, nigga, I'm charging out the ass for that motherfucker, nigga.
But he can't do the tough guy shit anymore because he didn't have like a gang backing him up anymore.
He can.
So if he goes there, Charlamagne can just fucking clown him, and then what? Is he gonna fight Charlamagne?
He can, and it ain't no rules because. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is what I'm saying.
Of course, everything he says, it might be taken less seriously now because people know now.
No,
people know
he could get away with a ton of that shit, telling YG and all these other gangster rappers to suck his dick or whatever, and moving around how he was because he had like serious gang protection. That was so serious they was gonna kidnap and violate his ass. So he had that. He does not have that anymore. Unless he runs around with the fucking police. And even then with the police, he can't antagonize people like he was doing. But if he goes and does an interview, he better go and do it with Tim Westwood. Or fucking Zane Lowe. One of these UK dudes who will throw like softball shit.
Anybody who get that interview, I know.
It can't be Charlamagne. It can't be Joe Budden.
I'm not sure how the interview shit work, nigga. But I know that whoever on 6ix9ine team better be like, you better charge a lot for that shit, nigga, because, like, that's probably one of the most sought after interviews. Nigga, he get out, everybody gonna want him. Nigga, everybody gonna want him. And shit, 6ix9ine, being a nigga he is, he might go everywhere. But then again, you never know. Like, it's so funny to think about because anything can happen. It ain't no rules in this shit because this shit has never happened before. Like...
Well, people keep comparing this to the Rick Ross thing about how everybody let Rick Ross slide when he was a correctional officer and he was lying about it or not talking about it. And, he's still rapping about a bunch of shit.
I don't really know all the details about that, so I don't really know.
Well, I mean, the basic gist of it was during the beef with him and 50 Cent, it was revealed that he was a correctional officer. It was the picture of him in the fucking correctional officer outfit, looking like the inverse Rick Ross. He had all this hair on his head, but none on his fucking... But none on his face.
Yeah, I remember.
And he was like... So, and he apparently, during the time, he didn't address it head on. I think it happened and there was like a 4 or 5 year gap with him addressing it, like, I was a correctional officer, I had to feed my family. But when he came out, and probably even to this day, he stole Freeway Rick Ross's persona and was a big coke dealer.
Yeah,
and people are saying that hip hop let that slide. So I guess full on like on the stand snitching.
So as far as I'm concerned, hip hop as a whole respects Rick Ross, and I think he's garnered as a real nigga who from the streets and this and that.
No, he's a CO though at some point.
So
he was a cop.
But maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not aware of how people see him, because I mean I know that guys like Pusha T and other highly respected rappers still associate themselves with Rick Ross.
Yeah, so I mean I guess the same won't be said for 6ix9ine, but I will ask, where did this mentality come from? Because a year ago when Troy Ave was going through the shit with Tax Stone, it was persona non grata for that nigga. It was like, fuck Troy Ave, your career in the fucking trash bin.
And that was very complicated.
Because first off, he hasn't even taken the stand yet. I think it was like rumors that he was going to take the stand. And second, the situation was his guy got killed, presumably by Tax Stone, and he was shooting it back at Tax Stone after a scuffle. Because he had just killed his friend, and he got blamed for it initially because he got arrested with the gun. He was going to go down for it. And him mentioning or whatever, however it came about, saying, no, Tax Stone did it. The nigga who killed my friend did it, and he's going to get away, and I'm going to go down for it. People's like, that's snitching. You can't say shit, and his career is in the garbage. Given, I will give you that the same people who were coming down on Troy Ave are the same people who are like befuddled that 6ix9ine can get away with this and he should be murdered like Boosie said. But
Boosie called for 6ix9ine's murder,
or he said he will be murdered.
Oh,
so maybe, or it was some shit back in my day. You'd be murdered. He'll be murdered in 2 weeks. This was, Boosie's like at this point an old head, I guess.
Back in my day,
he's your uncle.
Yeah.
They talk about how back in the 90s,
yeah,
it was real. So. He would have been murdered in 2 weeks. So there you go. That's the update on Mr. Daniel Hernandez.
I pray for
the hip hop Jeff Hardy.
And I hope that he man, don't compare this nigga to Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy should smack the shit out of you for that.
I mean, I think Jeff Hardy right now, you probably don't know, you don't follow that shit, is too drunk. This nigga keep getting DUIs and shit like 2 or 3 a year.
Jeff Hardy didn't snitch.
He didn't switch up.
Yeah,
he's just a drunk.
Jeff Hardy always been doing his shit with the drinks and all that and pain.
I'll stand by the hip hop Jeff Hardy of 6ix9ine.
No, bro, nah, I'm not going for that. Jeff Hardy is an amazing wrestler, and you're tarnishing his career by comparing him to fucking 6ix9ine. Snitch9.
He a rat and a coon. He a raccoon. But alright. So in a slightly related story, some of these like articles that pop up on these hip hop blog sites are written so strangely that it's almost just very cringy. And I think I'm mostly talking about right now hot new hip hop. I was just, scrolling down, seeing what was going on, and like some of the headlines and just the content of it is like, what the fuck is this? Who's reading this shit?
What, you on hotnewhiphop.com?
Hotnewhiphop.com. So I'm reading an article by Mitch Finley, okay? It says, the game pines for the days when snitches still got stitches. So this is like I don't know what kind of piece I'm going into.
What's that word?
He's pining for it.
Let me see.
Are you going to look up the definition to pine?
No, you keep going, yeah.
All right, it says, the game is no stranger to a gangbanger's lifestyle. Having been one of the most popular blood-repping rappers in hip-hop history, Game has long been associated with his gang ties, thus earning respect from the streets and his peers alike. And yet it's been over a decade since his introduction into the industry, and times have changed.
Pining. Miss or longing of.
There we go.
Keep going.
Where a buzzing single was worth its weight in gold, today has social media antics as the dominant currency. As such, record labels have taken to salivating at the slightest hint of controversy, which in turn led to 6ix9ine securing a massive post-prison deal upon his release. Look how this is written. This is written so strangely for like just somebody reading about like...
It's very dramatic.
Very dramatic.
Very fucking...
The times have changed.
Yeah, very like movie intro.
The news left several key figures feeling disheartened.
Disheartened, nigga. Damn, bro. Did your mama die?
From Meek Mill to the Game. Himself no stranger to sparking controversy via the gram. Ugh.
Oh my god, that just ruined any seriousness.
A bet never at the cost of his moral code. So this is somebody who used the gram and a bet in the same sentence. Like, what the fuck is this mishmash?
I don't
this
know.
Corporate hip hop.
That's completely fucking opposite. I got a fucking creepy crawly flying around and shit.
So oh yeah, there you go. It picked up on the mic a little bit. Maybe. All right. Anyway, the game weighed in on young Tekashi's recent good fortune. Young Tekashi. Quote, "It used to be snitches get stitches." He begins like a wistful father lamenting the days of Nickel Bazooka Joe.
Who? What? What? What's the name of this article?
The game pines for the days when snitches would get stitches.
Was it just on the homepage?
Yeah, it's somewhere.
Oh, here it is. I got it. Keep going.
So they described it like it was a romance novel or something.
Yeah.
The game typed to Instagram. It used to be #snitches get stitches. He begins like a wistful father lamenting the days of a Nickel Bazooka Joe. These days, it's #snitches get record deals.
Whoever wrote this must have been laughing while they was writing it.
Not only does the former have a nicer ring to it, but it remains in keeping with the hip-hop principles of traditions that have kept the genre moving for generations. What? Listen to what this is actually saying. They're trying to make some type of weird parallel between the good old days in game, thinking about when bubblegum was 5 cents a piece. And it has a better ring to it when people would just shut up about criminal activity and not get criminals locked up.
Yeah.
The good old days when crime could just be committed and gotten away with no witnesses. Like,
yeah,
what are you talking about?
I guess that's an allusion to something that I don't know. The whole
the tradition
thing.
Well, no, they are likening like being all's fair amongst thieves, no honor amongst thieves, criminal mentality to like the good old days of like when gas was a nickel and you can go to the liquor store and get a turkey for $1.
Yeah,
like the good old fashioned American traditions by saying no snitching has been a tradition that has carried hip hop for generations. What is this article? What is this blending of like corporate talk, old fashioned American values, criminal mentality,
and the gram?
What the fuck is hip hop journalism? I mean, I guess we skipped over the part where Hot 97 was shunning Tekashi's music, but then again, it's like, who the fuck cares? When is the last time Hot 97 made or broke any artist? You know what I mean? Like, what are these people who are covering things? This is what makes it so hard for me to go and start some hip-hop centric social media account to where I gotta like read these fucking articles and follow this just dumb assery and head assery on a daily basis. So that's just something that I thought, piqued my interest a bit. That just looked odd.
Yeah, fuck you, Michael.
Or Hot New Hip Hop.
Or Mitch Finley. Nah, Mitch Finley in particular, nigga. Fuck you. This article sucks.
The name sounds fake as fuck, but all right.
Back to the drawing board, nigga.
Back to the drawing board, Mitch. Back to English class. Anyway, so should we do we have anything else, or are we just gonna dive right into TJ?
I don't have anything.
Let's just dive right into TJ. 6 times. TJ. Right? From Detroit. Where in Detroit?
I don't know. I think he's from the east side, but
east side?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I heard him say that.
So you're the one who put me on the TJ, and I don't know if we formally gone over him on the show. So this is a good time too. This is a good time to be the TJ segment.
Scam rapper TJX6. It's funny the new trends that occur in hip hop. Like we were just talking about how like, I've probably covered this on the show already, but we were just talking about how like all of the most street rappers nowadays, all the young super street rappers are like fucking singing and their hearts are broken and shit. Or
like TJ, like the new wave of scam, like people are finding scammers cool, like credit card scamming is like the new street wave.
Yeah.
Of like embossing cards.
I think it's the future.
and scamming Cash App.
We live in the fucking future, bro.
Right, so it's like
the cool kids don't have to beat you up anymore. They're just
it's like they're turning to white like the savages are turning to white collar crime that like would have been reserved for like accountants and people who trying to like scam people out of that type of shit.
Yeah, this nigga got Max and credit cards and the video.
And he's on the dark webs. So TJ is a scammer turned rapper. Turned dry snitch for himself. I mean, I don't know. Is it dry snitching or is it direct snitching if you just tell yourself?
I think it's just snitching. I mean, but then again, he probably don't give a fuck.
So he's been just coming up pretty fast. I mean, it's been on SoundCloud, YouTube. He just had a No Jumper interview, and I just been hearing his name everywhere. And I've been listening to his music now for like what, a good month and a half.
Yeah, TJ been popping for maybe a good 2 months. Like he been on the come up for like the last 2 months.
And the most readily, given comparison has been Blueface. I guess as far as style and delivery, would you agree?
I think that comparison. It's more about like being offbeat or whatever, but I think it's kind of also underlying with the music where like I can't be the first person to ever notice this, but it's a lot of parallels between like that Detroit sound with like the smooth shit and then some classic West Coast shit or some current West Coast sound and shit where like the bass lines are kind of high fucking resonating like
I've described it as like some spy synthwave N64 perfect dark GoldenEye electronic music. It feels like they go over that shit for samples and then they just take them and put some trap drums behind like those spy
808s or whatever,
that synthwavey sound. So overall, because I think a lot of people's first impressions would be that this shit is trash or one of those booty type rappers or some funny meme rap type shit. I think that'd be a lot of people's first impression. That was my
first impression.
And that's what I think. But the more you listen to it, I started taking a liking to it kind of. It has like some charming things. It's like funny. It has that meme element to it. It's like, is this serious? This can't be serious.
Yeah, it gives you something to think about kind of. I think it's kind of unintentional.
I mean, no. I mean, even his inflection, went to get pizza. Or something like that, and it's just like
I just scared my mama.
Right. So
These niggas don't want no drama.
So a lot of it is, I don't know. I feel like it's purposely comical, but I don't know. You say that you feel like that he's I feel like not intentionally trying to be funny.
I feel like for the most part he's not trying to be funny. Of course, I think nowadays I don't think he started this like I'm about to make funny music. I think nowadays he's a little bit more aware that his rap style can kind of sound silly, especially the offbeat patterns and shit like that. But
think of what is that Swipe Story video where he's walking around Walmart with the chick with the ridiculously big ass, like not even in like a video whole way, but it looks like his like aunt with a huge ass or something is walking around with him, and he's just in Walmart.
I mean, in a song he said it was his cousin, but I don't know who that was.
And in Walmart, he's just leaning on shopping carts with a fucking big gulp and like trying to do the thing, and then the Walmart employee's like, who the fuck? And and they kept that in, and I don't know. I'm torn because a part of me thinks that this is comical. A part of me, I don't know. I don't know what to think, but it has been like an acquired taste to where I've liked it more and more. Like I start to like the beats, then the shit he's saying is funny, it's catchy. I can remember some of the lines.
One of his trademarks is the whole rhyming the same word with the same word. Like I'm actually on Genius right now. He was like, what was the bar? He was like, I knew I was popping when my shit was on Genius. I'm a fucking I'm a fucking genius.
Right.
Like it's like that type of shit where like he was like, I fucked the hoe off eye contact, and I'm not giving you real eyes. This some contacts.
Or the obvious dark web. I'm somewhere you ain't never been. I'm about to
take your bitch to somewhere she
ain't never been.
That's smooth though. I think.
But it's still like a prime example. He just rhymed the same word with the same word.
I don't know. I didn't even catch that.
And it wasn't even like a lot of switch up of a bar as far as the context changes. It was like he said the same thing. He just referred to himself and said it, and then referred to somebody else and said the same thing.
Yeah.
So like he does that. He recycles a bit. Like I've heard multiple tracks where he recycles bars. But still, like I don't think it's bad. I wouldn't put him in the category as like somebody who's like a trash rapper or anything. I feel like he can. This sounds all like oxymoronic and just like counterintuitive to everything that we are saying, but I feel like he has some rapping ability. It's not some fucking it's not a super lyrical or even lyrical, because I hate people when say that people who aren't lyrical at all aren't super lyrical to try to like make some even bigger contrast than what it is. He's not lyrical at all, really, but he can string together some like interesting and funny shit. The one thing that I would say that I guess could be a criticism outside of just the absolute sound is a lot of his songs cut off abruptly.
Yeah,
like he just ran out of ideas and was like, "Fuck it, that's the song."
I think that's because like TJ isn't a musician. TJ really isn't. And he a rapper, but I think it's a difference between niggas that can rap, say some smooth shit, make people like they shit, and move in the music industry to where they can make some money, versus a nigga who just really is a rapper whose primary objective with rapping is like to rap as well as he can. I think TJ, he just more a nigga who just like say some shit on the record and it sound good kinda and people like it.
So let's get into this specific project, Fraudulent Activity. I feel like the cover supports my theory that there's some like underlining weird sinister tone to like all this TJ's music. It makes scamming seem really sinister, like it's taking place in a very dark room by like a faceless fucking anonymous type group. I
think that's the feeling he want to give it, because
the piano sound kind of eerie. It has like a technological spin to it. The videos that he has on YouTube, some of them have like trademarked logos, like Visa is just there, and just Walmart. Like I don't know.
I mean, because it's fucking YouTube. So
I mean that doesn't mean anything. You can't just take copywritten shit and break copyright laws on YouTube. Like I don't.
I mean,
like you can't just put brand logos and names in music videos.
He did. Still up.
Well, I mean, he's admitting to like breaking hella laws in there. He's admitting to scamming Walmart first off, so maybe he just doesn't give a fuck. I mean,
his concern.
I liken it to the Soulja Boy. I got the Nintendo game console over here to just be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it, and then Nintendo being like, no,
not a chance.
And when they did, it was like. Nigga, it was gone. When they said get that gone, it was gone. So I'm sure if Walmart or Visa, hey, the world's top lawyers say get that gone, nigga, or we about to investigate those 5 iPhones you got last fucking that you recorded yourself on Instagram getting, nigga. So I don't know. I
wouldn't be surprised if TJ is already under some sort of investigation. I think he was recently jailed for something involving fraud.
Are you talking about that on stage thing?
No.
Okay.
I thought I heard a separate incident going on where he was arrested. But
I don't think it takes much of an investigation when he's admitting that he does all this shit. I don't know.
Yeah, not even just like in records, because you could take the whole like this is for music thing, but like he's in interviews like, yep, that's me. All of it.
I did it. Hey, let me tell you about that one time.
Yeah, and maybe I'll stop.
He almost has like a little bit of Napoleon Dynamite. Like there's an aspect of TJ.
It's like a dry humor.
No. It's an aspect of TJ that seems kind of slow.
You mean mentally?
Yeah.
I didn't think that
about his sound, like the way he delivers things and the way he sounds kind of like a slow. He sounds like a little bit like a slow dude, like Slow Gucci, when he sounds at his slowest. But he's talking about scamming people. That he gives me a little bit of the slow nigga in class, a little bit.
I didn't take that. I mean,
that's a little bit what I get from him. Like he's a slow nigga that you like. What?
So what songs was you feeling on this shit?
Well, my favorite, I think, or the one I listened to most was maybe Silk Road.
Yeah, Silk Road is pretty good.
Talking about going on a dark web and seeing dead bodies and people in red rooms. For people who are unfamiliar with red rooms, it's the dark web thing that, I mean, I don't know, could be a myth, urban legend, hoax type of thing of, when people set up webcams to, kill people and torture them and shit for the dark web. Or he said he saw someone commit suicide. He saw a woman take some pills in the bathroom committing suicide, and all you saw was perfume. So he rhymed bathroom with perfume, but it was pretty funny.
Meaning he didn't rhyme.
It wasn't a perfect rhyme. He tried.
Bathroom, a perfume. Okay, it's a
fume in the room.
It's a little in there.
It's the fume in the room. Yeah. So he's trying. I think you got to give TJ points for trying.
I can't even get in the hot no more because I blow too much weed. That nigga said he got some loud, but I seen a seed. I'm getting high with my slimes. I feel like Lil Kid. You still live with your mama. You a little kid.
Kid. I wonder if he tried to say kid like
that. That actually don't sound bad though. This song isn't. This is probably one of the better songs on here. I'm not a. By the way, I'm talking. I'm pretty sure everybody could tell that I'm not a super huge fan, but I don't think TJ is just straight trash.
I don't think he's. I don't know. I don't think he's pure trash. I think his shit is too entertaining for me to listen to.
My biggest problems with him is that he rhyme the same word with the same word a lot of the time, and it don't be like clever. He don't rhyme a lot of the time. And you know what I'm saying? And with this flow, I don't really have a problem with the flow. I mean, I think it, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the reason that people can recognize him. And you know what I'm saying? And it just seemed loose because he going in the studio and it just sounded like he punching line for line.
I feel like his shit is entertaining, but I have to put the caveat on there that I feel like it's entertaining
for a second.
No, because I can listen to it for more than I can listen to it for a while. I can listen to it for a while. I got like a bunch of songs I get to get a TJ playlist going.
I put him in the same category as I put guys like Lil Pump or any of these.
No, legitimately, rappers. I could put a TJ playlist together and I could be at work and I could kill like half hour listening to some TJ.
You like it that much?
Yeah, I like it. I genuinely like it because it's entertaining. But with the caveat, that's entertaining. Maybe like Lil B was back in the day, where it's like a chuckle worthy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't find it as funny as you do. Like sometimes it's it's kind of funny, but it's like, you know what I'm saying. For the most part,
I like the beats. I mean, I like that style. The beat style is nice, and I think TJ's beats are usually some of the better ones of that genre because I know other people do that whole Detroit style, but sometimes it sounds weaker. Like I feel like TJ's beats are really pretty interesting. Sound like they're good. I like that blend of what we talked about of like synthwave, dark synthwave with like some trap shit. I like that blend. I will listen to the beats probably. It's good that it's a dude saying funny shit over it, giving you like songs of how to commit Bitcoin fraud and shit. So it's hilarious. But I just like the beats in general too. But yeah, like I listen to it maybe I don't think I like it on a serious wave. Like it's an ironic wave. It's on some meme. Like it's probably mostly the meme content of it.
Why the fuck you lying to me, girl? You not a virgin. Somebody stole my credit card, went online, and then I got to splurging. He said stole somebody's credit card, went online, and I start to splurging. Last year, the jugs fell off, so I started serving, and my mama beat my ass because she caught me cursing.
Yeah, it's a lot of random shit just all tied together to rhyme, but I don't know, man. Entertainment is entertainment. Like,
hold on, here we got some of that classic rhyming the same word with the same word going on. It looks like he did it twice in a fucking row. Draw myself with a pint. I think I need surgery. Told the weed man pull up. It's an emergency. Thought he was about to rob me. Ended up in surgery. I only fuck with Bitcoin because it's a different currency. Big rapper DM me, so I scam currency. See, that's what I'm talking about right there.
That's like, a good one.
The line before it with the surgery shit, it's the same fucking word in the same context. Mm-hmm. Nothing is different. But the currency line, you know what I'm saying?
It's wordplay.
Yeah.
At that point.
It's a homophone that applies to two different things.
Because the currency and then he scammed the rapper currency.
And I'm appreciating your bars. So like, I don't know. I think if TJ really wanted to take it serious, he probably could make some.
But if he made music that didn't have this comedic scamming aspect, I don't think I would listen to it.
As entertaining?
I wouldn't listen to it.
If he just went all the way serious or just.
Yeah, if he tried to make some like just I'm all the way serious, I probably would.
But what I think you find funny is, how he says things and the
offbeat,
the patterns. I think that's what you find funny, and I'm not sure if TJ really. I don't think if he tried to. I don't think if he quote unquote started being serious, he would change his flows necessarily. It would just be,
Well, I feel like I've heard him trying to be serious with some songs. It's a mixtape or whatever the fuck up on Spotify with some dude named 10K Kev attached to it. Some songs have TJ on it, some don't. But it's him, I'm guessing, before he figured he could do the freestyle punch-ins. Because he's not doing punch-ins. It's less interesting. And it's not as funny. It's so, like when you try to do that style seriously, whatever this style is, it's not very interesting because everybody does
like
that.
T Grizzly or whatever.
So what makes him stand out is the meme aspect, is the being offbeat, is all the quirky shit.
Yeah.
And if he stopped doing that and tried to be serious, I wouldn't take it serious because it'd just be like, eh.
I don't know. I don't know. I think if he just really wanted to get on, like, because he already got the dark beats, he already got the dark content. If he really just wanted to get on some, but maybe that's not who TJ is.
I don't even know how you rap about scamming super serious.
No, I'm saying, but I was just about to say, maybe that's not who TJ is, because I'm looking for like just straight street raps and shit like that. But it don't seem like TJ is just a nigga playing in the streets all the time. It seems like he, a nigga that's scamming. It don't seem like he a.
By the way you bubbling, I think you would probably stop scamming and just probably try to go ahead and get a SoundCloud career.
That make too much sense, not doing it. Well, I think that was a pretty comprehensive review.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I mean, we should mention, because one of my favorite songs is the one with Cash Raquan, Dynamic Duo. And I'm surprised they only have like one song together.
Yeah, I like the whole
Cash Raquan is I'm guessing
roll over now.
He rose in TJ's circle with Detroit. I do think TJ's music is more entertaining than Cash Raquan. There are some overlaps. Cash Raquan does not talk about scamming as much. He does refer to scamming, but not on the level like TJ does. He has some of those same Detroit beats, but then he has some that aren't. So then you I don't know, you get the mix of stuff that you don't want. But on Dynamic Duo, him and TJ played off each other very well, which makes for one of TJ's, I think, best songs, if not the best. And they go for a long time.
That's like every Detroit beat, just high pitched, fast piano, and that one bass line of you know what I'm saying? That shit, and some violins or some pads that sound like violins.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't necessarily mind it. Listen, if a ton of New York beats could have the same characteristics.
Oh, well, yeah,
why not Detroit?
a lot of, if somebody wanted to talk about, more traditional hip hop sounding beats, it'd be, everything is just a drum loop, a fucking chop, and, fucking, whatever the fuck. Low pass filters or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Well, that was TJX6. Good stuff.
What, you want to put a number on this?
On the album itself, it was only like, 6 tracks? Max, maybe 7?
Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. Hold on. Oh no! Come on, this shit. All right, it was like 9.
Okay, so it wasn't that long. Can I put a number to this? I don't know.
What was your favorite song? You said Silk Road?
Probably.
Yeah, I'll probably say Silk Road or NY Sessions.
So a number.
I don't think any of the songs on here were particularly bad though. I don't think I ever heard a song that was just like, man, this shit is trash, G. But
for TJ, because I can only compare it to TJ, I'd give it maybe a 4.
I'd give it a 5.
You think this is like
I
the best? I
appreciate it, but I wouldn't listen to
it. That's 5 worthy.
Yeah, because I think he's a good rapper. He got fundamental rapping skills. He got very good.
But 5 is like
he got very good beat selection, but it's just really not for me. It's not what I look for in music.
But 5, we're on the 5-point scale, right?
That's I thought we was.
Are we on a 10? Okay,
3.5. 3.5. Nah, fuck it.
Okay, I'm like, we can adjust.
No, I'll do 3.5 or whatever.
All right, so yeah, that's about where I give it. I'll probably give it. No, I mean I liked it, so that's why I wanted to lean 5. So maybe 3 3 3/4.
Yeah, or something.
But anyway, there we go. TJX6. Any idea of what we should do next?
Oh, did you pick this? I guess it would be my turn now, wouldn't it? Fuck. I heard that somebody dropped something new.
So there you go. Leave them with a cliffhanger. Somebody drop something new. We will be back next time with somebody.
No, man, I want to pick it right now.
Okay.
I want to pick it right now.
Throw it out there.
Cause then I don't even gotta think about it. Fuck, man.
All right, we'll be listening to Fuck Man.
Shit. Man, what the fuck? I could have sworn. I just saw. I was on the YouTube channel. I'm like, holy shit, you got something new? Or I don't know if it's necessarily new, but it's like, fuck, man.
But it's new.
Fuck.
All right, so
dog.
Are you gonna leave them hanging to hear this?
Did you have any ideas
on what you're talking about? Not
no,
really.
No, I mean, did you have any ideas for shit to review?
Nothing off top, but we can come back to this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hold on, let me see.
This is the portion where it's like a lot of just guttural noises.
Yeah, how are you guys doing? Make sure you like and subscribe and share and all that bullshit. I don't
never made it this far. Why not?
Yeah, I don't never say that, but nigga, well, we 45 minutes in. It's a short episode, pretty much. So,
I think we were like to the point. We were pretty, except now.
Yeah, but see, I just covered up that I was stalling, and now you told him that I was stalling.
No, I think it's pretty obvious. Let's see. New releases: Lil TJ, City Girls, Young Boy Never Broke Again, Roddy Rich, Gucci Mane, Wale.
We can review NBA Young Boy if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, no. This is your pick. This is if you want to.
Let's see.
Danny Brown. I listened a little bit of it.
Oh, new Danny Brown. We could. I mean, but I don't want to pick it so easily. GFOTY. She ain't got nothing new. Yeah, fuck it. It's Danny Brown. We review Danny Brown.
Let's get it.
Danny Brown.
RNDM cuts.